All right, here we are. John McCagg, Jack McCagg, here we are. It's Thursday, 7 p.m., and I'm going to go over Liberty Aid Academy admissions meaning everything about the school, just so you understand the school. If you have any questions, just jump in the chat and be like, hey, I have a question about this or that or whatever, okay? Um, so, yeah, great. Everything's working. Fantastic. All right, let's go through this. So, what we teach here at Liberty Aid Academy. Oh, who are we? Well, let me explain it to you. What is Liberty Aid Academy? Liberty Aid Academy teaches our students to radically improve their lifestyle with legal, easy to use financial methods, not widely known but proven by testimonials to work for all of our students. Our courses all use copyrighted unique material only used at our school. All our students' testimonials have a notarized affidavit proving their outcomes, and testimonials are 100% real by real people just like you. Isn't that great to know? In other words, you go to another school that don't have any proof of any outcomes, and we have all this proof. We have the testimonials on YouTube channel, we have it on our website. Each testimonial has a notarized affidavit. It's amazing. Uh, if you go listen to these testimonials, it'll change your worldview completely. It's amazing what the benefits of this trust and the things that have happened to people. Go check out the testimonials. Christian, hey Jack, sorry for the repeat question. Should you lease a vehicle in my person for now since I haven't started building business credit for my trust yet? That's a good question, Christian, and a pretty simple one. Think of it this way, okay? We're trying to give risk to the person, right? Because it doesn't have anything. So a lease is actually, uh, a good way to give uh, the person risk because you're not giving it an asset per se. You know what I mean? You are going to use it as an asset in your business because you're going to charge more for its use. But it's not ownership of that vehicle, so the person doesn't own it. It's just leasing it. So you know that actually makes the credit of the person better. Which is good, and so that's a great thing to have happen. And uh, it's not an asset. So something happens to your person in whatever way, and they owe money or something like that. They can't come to get a leased vehicle. You see, you pay for the lease, it'll be there. That's it. Okay. There's no question of equity ownership because there isn't any equity. It's a lease. So yeah, that's a fine way to do it. Christian, good question. Good solution. You were a bit all over there with pieces of that question when you were on last time, but now since I understand, but you're trying to do a lease using your person for those reasons, completely fine. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, uh, and like I said, don't get in too deep with this. Make sure it makes money and stuff. A lease is a long-term commitment. So, uh, all right, we talked about those details. Great. Any more questions? Just hit me. You know what I mean? That was a good one, Christian. I apologize for holding you up and missing our appointment. That's a super rare event because I love talking to people about this stuff, obviously. Here I am on YouTube Live talking about it. So, yeah, I look forward to when we do talk. But that's that, okay? So we have a team, right? We're an online school. We have a team of people that helps you out. It's not just me. I'm the creator of this information. It's copyrighted, all that stuff. But I have a team here. Shannon is the co-founder of the school, and she directs the school. Okay, I'm like the talent and the front guy and stuff like that. But we have a whole team for helping our students. I can't do every single thing, right? And so this is our wonderful team, Shannon, my partner. She is has founded a school before. I mean, she's got the skills, she's got the graduate degrees, the proof, and that's why she's doing this for several years now. She's been watching over this school, but she also created and ran another online school and has the experience. And not to go into all her background, but I have super gifted team here, with undergraduate and graduate degrees. Amy and Shannon and I have that. Caroline and Tammy are our student support, and Kira handles special projects, and she also handles all the testimonials now. So, yeah, okay, let her know your success and send us a testimonial. But that's our crew here. That's the people that are going to help you. Uh, Thank you, Christian. That's so nice of you to say. I was on TikTok today, and I haven't. Liberty Aid Academy has a TikTok now, yes, and I'm on there. So I can't go live yet because you need 1,000 followers, and I have 8. It's so funny. But man, the stuff they talk about on TikTok is just absolute. Everything's useless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just amazing. They're just talking to hear themselves talk, and they don't really, here's my recipe, here's my. It's nothing really, very useful. Nothing I saw. I was into it. I tried to share some truth and stuff like that, and I didn't meet anybody into truth on TikTok, but I am into truth. Maybe you're on TikTok, maybe you're not, but I am. Go check it out over there. Um, Unlike all our other social media, they're letting me handle this now for a little bit. I'm like, there's nobody over there. Go ahead. I'm like, okay, this should be fun. I should learn something. So, but if you want to go over there, uh, it's just so weak. It's not for anyone that's has their brain cells all working. It's not. It's rough. It's rough on you if you got if that's happening for you, where your brain's working. TikTok's gonna be tough. That's what I learned today. Ugh. Yeah. But we're over there, and it is kind of fun. It's more like seems a little bit more like when Facebook started. Like when I can't post a comment on Facebook, it is a seed. Period. And if somebody else is live on YouTube, for example, my comments can't be seen. But the usual thing, because I'm just blocked on everything, and that's even usually if I start a new account, I'm just immediately blocked. But TikTok isn't blocking me. You know what I mean? It's you know people, the influencers are over there, right, trying to give everybody influenza, and they read what I write, and they're like, they don't say anything. They're just like back and forth. They skip through. Oh my god! They can't read the truth. Over there. TikTok's hilarious, but I recommend it because it is. It's a good comedy. Irish Lord. Hey John, can't wait for the new book. I know. I just got it formatted. The inside now, working on the cover, and then we should get it out. Uh, Not long. The tech part I'm not in on, so getting it uploaded on a platform, we're gonna put it on Patreon. It's happening. It's not gonna take that long. I'll tell you that because of just all the edits are done and the formatting of the inside of the book and all the chapters and all the words and all that stuff is done. And I'm working with someone from India on purpose, at Upwork. So they're like, well, I don't have time. I have to do this. You know what I mean? They get it done. Like, here you go. So it's going to be super quick. So far, so good. Like, days and so on. But our team is small. Our team is great, but it's small tech wise, and so we have a number of projects happening slowly over time. And the book is one of them. It's obviously coming to fruition here, but it shouldn't be very long. It should be very soon, and if anybody has any questions or thoughts on that, some of the information I brought up, I'll bring up a couple of those things, but let me finish up with this school stuff in case, people are here. Hey, I want to know about the school. Okay. Uh, We have some free resources on our website. The freshman orientation email series, when you go to the website, it says, hey, do you want to give us your email? Well, what happens is you get like an orientation class in your email. If you were to give us your email, we'll send you uh, information we set up for new students so you're oriented to the school. It's free. Um, and this is free, right? Monday at noon and Thursdays at 7 p.m. I'm doing this YouTube live, all right? So that's free. So this is the McCagg Mastery Trust. Uh, this is what we're offering right now. It comes with just everyone is made happy with all the information. Everyone is successful with all this information, and so we have it bundled here, two courses together. It's fantastic. But so the McCagg Mastery Trust, what does it have? It has the 101 Foundation course, Business Finance 101 course, downloadable workbook, 24 pages, PDF trust documents, 1 hour instruction video. This basically has everything. You're gonna get in here into your school. You're gonna log in, and it's gonna walk you through everything to start this trust. Literally, it's a fillable PDF with complete instructions on what to fill in the blanks in the PDF. They just spit that out. Then you follow our step-by-step guide, how to get the EIN. There you have the documents. So you can go to the bank and open a trust. It's fantastic. So you get in this online library, right? Access to Business Finance 101. There's another course in there. Business Finance, Business Finance 101. It teaches you how to build credit for the trust. People were back when the EIDL money was coming. Oh, that reminds me. Oh my God, when the EIDL money was coming out in PPP, that was great. Did you all see the SBA new thing? I don't know if I should bring it up now, but it has what is it for? Oh, I can't remember. I don't have it pulled up, but it's for uh, the for food production. And so it's all the way from food creation through distribution. So farms and, I guess trucking companies and all these other things with the maximum loan of 40 million. So I'm going to be looking at that. Anyway, like I was saying, there are all these government programs that are going to come out because they're wrecking the world, and we're super close to the end of the time reset. So this is a pre-planned thing. You have to have your credit right to get the money to line up, and oh, welfare, give me all your welfare, right? Give me all your money. Okay. So Business Finance 101 is, teaches you how to build the credit profile of trust and all that stuff, so you're prepared. Thanks for the free handout for any businesses. Is that 40 million? Oh, that sounds reasonable. I'll take all 40. Thanks. We'll see about you getting it back later. Okay. Anyway, secret video library, right? Full student access. You get an online, you have an online portal with all your courses are in there and everything. See, we don't email you stuff. You know what I mean? We don't email you your information because it's always updated. When you go into your library, your online portal as a student, it's always excuse me, it's always updated. All the information. It's amazing. So, private, secure, confidential student forum. That's amazing. If you're a student and you're not in there, you're missing a huge amount of information. Okay, get in there and listen. If you have something on your mind, a success or a question or a thought or whatever, throw it in there because these are only people that have the trust of doing this work in there, and their success, what they're doing, all this stuff. Like people had questions on the crypto thing here the other night. I made a posting with all those accounts that got opened up on that crypto thread that's in there. So that's 6 different known places that you can open up a trust account for crypto accounts. Okay, that's there's a lot. There's no you can use this trust easy. Okay, uh, 2 30-minute advising sessions come with this, like with the trust. One comes with the Business Finance 101, one comes with the trust. And so we're on Zoom, 2 30-minute sessions. You get me. You need me, you get me. A lot of people don't even get in touch with me over some of the stuff because our training is really, we hardly ever get any questions on our training. It's really together. We've been doing this for many years, since 2016, the trust. So, I mean, 6 years with no hiccups for any of our students with this work. Nothing bad, no words from the IRS, no letters from the IRS, no, zero, nothing. Okay, everything is legal, everything is totally cool. Uh, Student support before, during, and after for 1 year as your student. Amazing, right? You got questions? We're here for you. Additional bonus materials. Yeah, a lot comes with this, right? You're going to learn how to operate a trust and how to build credit for a trust, and you know, uh, basically make it so that nobody could take your money, and you don't have to report taxes, don't pay taxes to the feds, and a whole list of all these other things I might go into at the end of this. It's amazing. So, what courses do we offer? This is another one, Business Finance 101. It comes with a trust. And so it's a downloadable workbook with 12 instruction videos and a 30-minute advising session with me. Full student access, full student support, private, secure student forum. It's amazing what you learn from this. You build credit for the trust. Uh, you know, it's some of the credit, some of the money people got, is forgivable. PPP money and EIDL, real money, real amounts of money. It's You got to get ready, get your trust hub, and get your credit profile together, and get ready for like these large sums of money, to make it possible. Do your work. It's your trust. It's your, credit profile you put together. You earned it. It doesn't like cost money. It just takes your time. It's just knowledge. Truth is power, right? The truth sets you free. We also have a mentor program once you get your trust open and start building credit for your trust. The mentor program has everything else, what do I mean by everything else? In there, for example, how to not go to jail or be detained. How, no IRS taxes, both no IRS taxes for your business and personal. Okay, if you have a business, you never have to pay taxes again. Never. And never fill out a tax form to the IRS. Never. This is totally legal. This is what the wealthy elite do, right? It's amazing. Okay. Also in the mentor program, how to get an EBT card, $250 a month, $3,000 a year. So you're operating your person and your trust now. And your person, that's not you, right? That's just this straw man we're giving at birth. Now it has nothing, so we try and, it has nothing. So you run it like, give me all the free stuff for my person. Isn't it great? Yeah, it's legal. And they can't take any money out of the trust because, you know, the powers that be, they all operate trust, right? So they can't go messing with trust. Trust can't go to, get sued. It's awesome. So how to get an EBT, how to get a free phone is in there. How to get free internet is in there. Because these are side benefits of having the trust. Everything I'm telling you here, all these free things and all this stuff, it's amazing. Free Medicaid or Obamacare. How to have no vaccines, right, with a religious exemption. No property taxes. No state sales taxes. Higher credit limits for all your credit cards, lines of credit, and stuff like that. Higher credit limits. All this is in the mentor program, okay? Free college. Free graduate school. Free, you heard me. That's right, free. Uh, Sue anyone or any bank or anyone for free. That's sue. How to sue for free. Never pay any judgment, right? Never pay any judgment. Um, Never pay past personal debts. If you don't want to, don't pay that. I'll teach you how. Never pay past taxes to the IRS. No, you never have to do that. And better credit. Learn how to get better credit, right? Get credit with the trust and everything. So that was a list I put together. If you could think of other side benefits you've got for the trust, well, I guess crypto accounts is sort of a side benefit. All those things are listed in the mentor program or coming soon, the mentor program. But there are other things in there too, not just those things. Like I said, I'm on YouTube Live here twice a week, Monday at noon, Thursday at 7. All right. Liar Story, got my exemption set up. Thank you for that. Fantastic. I don't know which exemption you mean in particular, but that's how I do this work. So everybody gets exempted from having to pay the government money. Yeah. In fact, not just exempted for paying the government money, having them pay us instead. Isn't that great? It feels like that's the way it should have been from the beginning, but now it's like this for good, for everyone that has trust, right? Uh, So this is what it looks like when you get into your student portal. You make your donation and you go in there, and it's like, oh, cool. And this is just your classes. Like you hover over it and click on these, and this is a student forum right here. Get in there, all the questions and answers and stuff. This is gonna blow your mind. This is like amazing. Uh, Frequently asked questions. It's a lot of really, we've heard every question. You see what I'm saying? So we don't want to waste your time. We want to give you these, things that we're using in questions on, just so you have like extra material. You could be like totally grounded in this. But yeah, that's it. McKeg Mastery Trust has all the course information for the trust, how to open it, everything. Testimonials, like I was saying before, this is the only school that has testimonials with a notarized affidavit. They're all real by real people. No other school has that. Not a graduate school, not a state school, not a college. They don't have that. No other accountants have it. No lawyers have it. You can't go out there and get this level of trust and proof only from Liberty Aid Academy. It's the only place. Go look at the testimonials. Dee Dee, you saved my life, even though it doesn't look like much has changed. Everything has changed. What a great quote. These are actually quotes lifted from the videos you could go watch, okay? So you could listen to her say this. I'm just repeating what Dee Dee said. Why is that so excellent? Because nobody notices anything different in your life. Nothing. You don't report. You don't pay tax. There's no paperwork. There's nothing. You just have a debit card, credit card, whatever. You look like everybody else. Only thing is, you're not. You see? It's invisible. What did Greg say? Liberty Aid Academy's support has been vital in the creation of this trust. Any questions or concerns? They answered. The whole community has been a big support. That's great. The proverbial weight or fear has been lifted and will be continued with all John's work. And they have it, and it's wonderful. You get to a certain level, and it's just like, well, I get all this stuff, and you just, you have the knowledge, right? And off you go, living your life in a totally different way. If you need us, we're here. I recommend email. That's going to be the best way if you need us. It forces you to write, be succinct and with your question, with your thought, and then you can refer to whatever we write back. We'll write you a link or the answer, whatever, right? You get it for real. You don't have to remember it or anything, and check in on it. Ah, Alien Drewski. Does it say alien? It really does, huh? How is it that you stay out of jail with the trust? Oh, a lion. Uh, Oh, it's automatic. It's great. There's nothing you actually have to do physically. You know what I mean? You could be polite, right? But I've been doing this for a number of years, since 2016, 50 court cases against the bankers. What I used to post on Facebook. I'm doing 15 court cases, battle to the death cage match. My God, Christ versus their God, we be 33, the devil, right? But you remember years ago when I posted that free, right? Come to this courthouse at such and such a location. It's free to watch. The public can go in and free to watch. Let's see whether they murder me, kill me, chain me, jail me, blah, 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 right? Yeah, I've done that and so many other things. So many other. That's why, you know, uh, I'm able to give people the knowledge because I decided I wanted the experience. You can't know something until you've experienced it. You have no idea. You have thoughts and general ideas and so on, but until you have proof from experience, you don't know anything. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I have to go know something, and then at that point I can teach students. You see what I'm saying? If I'm just a hoax, right? If I didn't do it myself first, right? So it's automatic, okay? You sign irrevocably. You switch from we, me, 33, the devil, and you switch to Christ. Okay, so there's nothing you have to say or do at that point. Like I would just like, for example, I'd be in the courtroom. Oh, I could go over time after time after time, but let me do a few examples. Let's do. I went to court, and there were 4 court cases that day, and we get to the end of it, blah blah blah, all this stuff where they tell me they worship the devil and stuff, and at the end of it, it's 4 armed bailiffs with chains, leg chains, waist chains, the whole thing, and they want to get me out of there, right? Because they got no jurisdiction and they can't touch me and stuff. They know that, and I know that, so they don't like me there. That's why they had to shut the courtrooms and stuff like that, because of the information I found out. So I'm not affiliated. I'm not under the rule, the jurisdiction of the God we trust anymore. It no longer applies to me. I signed a new trust irrevocably, so there's nothing I have to do. So at the end of this court case, for uh, there were 4 lawyers there for the bankers. There was a judge, you know, a staff of maybe 6, 4 armed bailiffs, and myself, right? Um, uh, uh, you know, yeah, that was a crew. And then at the end of it, we're done talking and stuff. It was like, okay, Mr. McKay, any other questions? I was like, yeah, that logo above your head that say, "Hey, God, we trust." I said, who are the trustees? I'm just curious. And her answer was, she turns to the art bailiff. She says, "Get him." That's it. Get him. It was so funny. And so they start charging across the room, these 4 guys. The only thing is, frozen solid halfway across the room. Frozen in place, can't move, right? Because I'm not under the jurisdiction, maybe. This other time, it was, so I didn't do anything. You see, it's automatic, like I say. I'm not under the jurisdiction. They physically can't touch you. If they say, oh, blah, 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 if you want to be polite, then the answer is no. No, I'm not going to go with you. No, I'm not with the devil anymore. I'm not with we. Sorry, I'm with Jesus. Those are all politenesses. You see, say they're not required. They're just politenesses. It is automatic. Another example. I do darshan three nights a week. When the weather's warm at the drum circles here, uh, and because the saint has to physically be in front of people, right? Or else he's not who we say he is. So I do that, and of course, it's all them there, all the 33, and I learned from them. You could do Chiladashidi, is 40 days or 40 nights in the desert, right, where you see God and get Christ consciousness. That's real. No food, no water, but you could accumulate it actually in a circle too, in a drum circle. That's what happened to me. And so, the other team, they don't like it. That I know everything, and I'm not in that jurisdiction. And early on, a few years ago, when I was still figuring out the details with this, they didn't like me doing them court cases and stuff, and they sent 6 cops to me on the beach one night, right after dark, when the drum circle ends. I'm just sitting there by myself, and 6 of them come up to me. I'm seated there, standing, and they're all armed and everything. I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, I didn't like that court case and stuff, huh? You come here to get me, huh?" I was like, "Come here to kill me, didn't you?" I said, "Well," I looked at him. I said, "Well, let's get to this thing. I'm with Jesus, so I don't want to take much time on this. I know you can't do nothing, so why don't you pull that gun, and let's see what you got. It's right here." I said, "Put it right here. I don't want to be in this world. I actually go ahead. If it's okay with Christ, I am fine with you killing me, because I do not want to be in this dome, and it's not me killing me. So karma goes to you. I'm cool with that." That's what I said. I said, "Pull that gun and put it right here." I'm like, let's go. And he's trying. He's putting every muscle he has into pulling that thing. He can't do it. And then after another minute, he goes like this, pulls out what? his flashlight, and and I doubled over in laughter, and I almost wet my pants laughing out. It was I got hysterical, you know what I mean? And that was so funny. And then I just got up. I was like, "You don't got nothing," and I walked away. But I could just go over on and on and on and on with examples. You know what I mean? But see, you got to test it. You got to experience it. Otherwise, it's that old dude is talking and he makes up stories. Yeah, well, whatever. You know, this book's gonna have a method where anyone in any country can get a home for free. It won't cost a penny. Zero paperwork. Oh yeah, game's over. Actually, when I put this book out, I'm ending homelessness. Period. And in the future, those that are homeless are meant to be. It will be free to get out of it for anyone. So yeah, they can't kill us like Westworld. You see what I'm saying? Uh, God has a timing and a plan for everyone. You see what I'm saying? If you're intelligent enough to have a savior, I mean, we're under a dome where they all worship the devil. If we have no savior, there is life. Listen, life is pointless with no savior. What, we're just their slaves reincarnating in a dome? That's hell. That's not testing my soul. That's I'm in prison in hell for eternity with no escape. No, there has to be a savior, and there is one. It's that simple. Those willing to be saved and to do that and to put their life on the line and so on and do that. No, Christ watched over me. He got nothing. They will find out the truth and they will be saved. Those that don't do it, well, they'll reincarnate at the end of time here real soon, as they should, and do it again. Only thing is, I won't be. Even, what's that story? This one might help to a lion, uh, right? A lie. Aliens are a lie, because rainbows prove we're in a crystal sphere, right? Christ is a title. His name was Jesus of Nazareth. He rules the crystal spheres, right? The moon being hell and the sun being heaven. Obviously, Christ is a ruler. Okay, that's all obvious stuff, and I'll be put in the book and so on. Obvious. So, But after I went and touched Bear Baba's tomb and met, lost consciousness and met Gabriel the angel and Jesus and Bear Baba, I come back here, right? Went to drum circle one night, and this possessed Freemason Reverso come up to me and was possessed. The eyes switch, and now I'm talking to the devil again, who I've talked to lots of times in different bodies. You see, it just goes in there like, what's the things? Oh, Agent Smith, right? In the Matrix, Agent Smith can get at anybody. Yeah. You don't know nothing if you haven't talked to the devil. I talked to the devil. I haven't talked to the devil. Listen, I haven't talked to the devil for a couple of years now, but I talked to the devil more than 20 times. You feel me? And that night on the beach, the devil come to me and says, just screamed at me. I don't even want to say yell because it's not lunatic-y enough, right? Lost it and screams at me, right? Pointing at the devil, talking to me, yelling, screaming at me. Oh, that's what I've been waiting for, right? Because what did I try to do for a year, right? I hunted the devil. I'm gonna kill the devil. If the devil's the problem, the devil dies by my hand, right? That's it. So that's what I did. But this is what the devil said to me. Pointed his finger at me, screaming at me. You're never coming back from heaven ever again. I can't take any souls while you're here. And I said, I'm going to take that as a promise. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's reality. And if you haven't experienced reality, it's because you haven't decided to. See, Jesus wasn't tempted. Jesus tempted himself. No, he set the whole thing up and saved us. What, are you kidding me? He didn't think it through. He didn't do that. I've done 50 court cases of bankers. I initiated every single one of them on purpose. I took their money first on credit cards, didn't give him any money, sued him for more money. Why? Flip the tables on the bankers, baby. That's why. They got nothing. Oh yeah. Take their money. Take. There's only take. Take from them. That's it. If you're not taking from them, they're taking from you. You know what they're saying is? You know what they're saying is? It's this simple, people. You're either at the table or you're on the table. That is their saying. That's the Freemason. That's the 33. That's their saying. That's what you're up against. So put them on the table or else you go there. Don't you get that? That's the answer, a lion. Right? A lion. So A is two triangles together, isn't it? Two, right? The upper part of the A and the lower part, right? So that means 33. A lie, right? 33 lie. That's what aliens are, because the firmament, right? There is no space. That's the ocean surrounding us called God. Duh. So yeah, no aliens. All right, gee. Thank you, Jack. You were very consistent. You went live 3 times this week. I think it might have been 4. Actually, you might have missed one. But maybe that was the week before. I think it was 3, maybe. But thank you, G. I appreciate that. And thanks for coming and showing up. You ask good questions, give good thoughts and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. Dee Dee, right? Dee Dee's on the show tonight. I did. You got a picture on here. This girl got skills. She got proof. Uh, Dee Dee is long time using the trust and doing a lot before that. This one's a firebrand. She's less talkative and on fire now as she used to be because she's doing more. She's like, I'm just gonna get it done. Oh man, and she gets it done. She's got a long list of so many things she's done with this trust. She watches over her family and everything. It's just, she really has a lot of great experience and a lot of great outcomes. Thanks for being here, Dee Dee. Yes, it is wonderful. Put up your picture and go, rah, rah, Dee Dee, because Dee Dee kicks ass. I love it. So that's what's going on. Everyone should operate this trust, that's a list of the, the benefits that I came up with here. Just kind of a rough, like, dozen or so, or way more, I guess, so about 20 things that I listed there earlier. Yeah, James Way. Will the book be a paperback? I don't think so. I think it's going to be electronic just because it's really expensive and the truth is hidden. How many I'm given the exact every detail of the game and the solution. So, I can't imagine that they're going to make that easy to get out. I just can't even imagine. Plus, you can't really charge money for a book. Like, the time and money it would take me to get it into physical print would be astronomical, and nobody's really into the truth. I mean, look at how many people come to Liberty Aid Academy. It's not that many. There are 12 people on this. You see what I'm saying? You go to any other live anything on any format, everyone has more on that live stream. Is it because they make great brownies or something? I guess people want brownies and dancing and, girls between the ages of 13 and 21 to look at. I mean, TikTok is some creepy ass stuff. But I'm over there looking at how creepy it is if you want to come see the truth or whatever. Oh. Hey Marvin, how's it going? D, but building credit for the trust, do I need to personal guarantee? Yeah, at times, yes. Yep, your person, right? That's why we recommend put nothing in the business called the person except for give it a great credit profile. Okay? All right, give it a great credit profile in case you need your person to personally guarantee something. Then great, that person becomes useful. It's also useful to get an EBT card and all that stuff. You can have a great credit score for your person and get all the free government benefits because you're homeless and have nothing, and still have a trust, I don't know, with somebody in it or millions. You still qualify. Why? Because it's not you, it's your person qualifying. Your volume is a little low. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? Thank you. What the heck? This mic isn't oh. Strange. Oh, there we go. That's because the mic wasn't plugged in. Yeah, I bet it's a lot better now. Oh my God. This is such a family-run business. I mean, no one else has the truth. Just this school and his family or whatever, which is like pretty weird. But it's great too because you don't have to go looking elsewhere. I keep looking every day. I used to have a radio show for almost 2 years. Having guests on who had the truth. Guess how many had them? Zero. Almost 2 years doing a radio show. Not one of them was legit. None of them. I just couldn't believe it. I finally just lost it one night and just yelled at him. This one dude, it was right at the end. Oh my God. This one dude was saying he was a time traveler. And he'd been to Christ's crucifixion 3 times. I'm not kidding. And he was a lawyer. He was this is what people are listening to, oh, this truth talker. I was just like, dude, stop talking on my show. Just don't say it. He was like a filibuster dude. There was no way that he could speak because he was always speaking so fast. It was like, but oh my God, it was just nobody got the truth. It's so crazy. Barbie was great. Thank you, Barbie. Yes, I should have checked the mic before. It's got a little light on it, and I forgot to check it. So, thank you for that, Barbie. Dee, ever since the trust, the D can be within a love. The D can be within a loved one or a stranger every time. I'm sitting, opening a bank account or whatever. Someone calls me. They're blocking me from the trust. Jack is right. Yeah. I think what Dee is saying is, your life completely changes when you have this trust. Like, when you interact with people or you go to the bank or you do this other thing, they knew you were coming. They knew you parked that car out there. The whole staff, all of them, they knew. They know you're coming in. They will know what's on your mind. They can read it there. They know everything. They're there to serve you in some way. And being signed under this trust has a polarizing effect on them. So they're either gonna, think they're gonna level up in the devil's kingdom and come against you, in which case they won't. They'll just go down because they have a role to play. They're the losers, right? If there's a game of souls, which there is, then there has to be losers. Right? We have to win. The ones with Christ win, and they lose. That's it. So if you think about that, you're going to be a loser, and that's your service, because they know. They remember every lifetime. They know when the stock market goes up and down. The time loop never changes. 9/11, 2001 is always on the same day. They celebrate the, halfway point of the time loop. Whoop, here we go, we're celebrating again. Why? Because they have to play their role in the script, right? The 330 million, they're going up there earning their wings, right? And then one day, if they earn their wings, they'll get to play the game, like I get to. And I won, obviously, the devil kicked me out. You're never coming back! That's if the devil didn't say that to you. See, Christ gives you Christ consciousness. That occurred first. You see them saying about Christ's law. But the second part has to happen. Or you're not, it didn't happen to you yet. You see what I'm saying? If the devil hasn't kicked you out of the dome, well, you're not kicked out yet. If the devil hasn't said you can't come back, you're coming back. Do you get it? You see, Jesus pulled some stuff to serve others, to save others, to help others. Anybody else out there doing that? Does anybody come to mind for a decade? Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
they get to learn the truth when you're serving other people, like for real serving them, not pretend or pretend serving nothing. But if you're taking his name and you're, getting spiritual technology for spiritual activism to save others, that's all Christ cares about. Because what? That's all he did. So if you're flipping the money tables on the bankers and you're getting free homes for the homeless, you could bet Christ will be seated right next to you 24/7, period. That's it. Okay? And that's what I do. So, all right. Yeah. Yeah, good thought, CD. See, you're under this trust, and their role is then to give you experience, proving, right, that you're not under their jurisdiction and all that. So that means they have to sort of create situations, right, where you might be concerned or where, oh, you're going to jail me or kill me or, all these things you say you could do that are bad and all that bad stuff. And, but they can't. You see, it's like Westworld. I'm not going to shoot none of them or nothing like that the way you can, or you can do anything to them, right? I don't care about that like that. No, I don't want my car messed up. No thanks. But obviously they can't pull a gun on you and stuff. The guns are a hoax, or like a boat anchor. They can't do nothing. Have you tested that multiple times? I sure have. I sure have. And then I'm like, well, let me take your land then and give it to the homeless because, screw you. God made everything here. What came first, the chicken or the egg, right? God is the answer. Don't forget, God made everything here and made this backdrop and just to test our souls. Isn't that obvious? Doesn't that one single question answer that? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Doesn't that answer it 100% completely for you? Completely! It's so easy. Anyway. To you people that got the trust and are moving this spiritual technology forward and love your families and love your God enough to do that, you deserve this. You deserve what's happening to your life. You deserve the treatment you get, DD, and so on. Your prayers are real. Your actions are real. Your trust is real. You deserve, and it's required. It's automatic that you get these experiences, right? Because what? We're not under their jurisdiction, so there's nothing they can do against us. You see? That's it. There's no way to describe the experience of, going into that situation, taking God's name, and then leaving when you were supposed to die or go to jail or all these horrible things that say they're going to do to us. When that happens, literally, it's the strangest. It's not even actually describable, but I'm going to try and describe it a little bit, okay? Like when the devil come to me and talk to me on the beach, literally, and it's going to be hard to explain, but reality sort of got fuzzy everywhere, and it stopped. It wasn't moving forward, right? It was just me and this entity in front of me, and the rest was like frozen. It wasn't happening. Only this was happening. And you'll see that every time you talk to the devil. It has such an unusual quality of a separation. It's very hard for the unseen realm to come into the seen realm. It causes a disturbance that you experience, and through all of your senses. You see what I'm saying? Everything just changes, okay? And then you're there to experience it with this entity, And it's very unusual, very not describable, but it's also something that experience is an anomaly. You see what I'm saying? And that anomaly repeats itself. Well, guess what? Everything else you're told, that's BS. And this anomaly is actually reality. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's via your experience, signing the trust sides you up. Oh, you got your roller coaster pass? Well, ride the roller coaster. You see what I'm saying? That's how you can get on. Oh, I got my pass. Yeah, put me on. And maybe come out the other side and I get off and I might want to ride it again, That's it. They can't touch it. You see? Oh, it's scary. I went to court and you were gonna chain me up and kill me and stuff. Ah, no, I set it up on Facebook, fools. I planned it. I already know my God. I already know your God. Losers. Hey, losers, coming down to your courthouse. Losers. Dee Dee, yes. Save it. I had to leave friends behind for Blockaby, just saying, in case people think what you're saying is not real. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. I could only explain the situation. That's why I was like, okay, I need to put this in a book, you know. I need to put everybody's, and it's a shared situation. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's out of this situation. We're all under this dome, right, in an ant farm. And the only method to get out is through, oh, Christ Crystal. You know, that guy rules the crystal sphere I'm imprisoned in, so I better get right with Jesus. You said that's, or else I'm reincarnating. I mean, it's pretty simple, you know? It turns out Jesus is cool and, you know, forgiving and, you know, doesn't allow you to be messed with and watches over you and all these other things. So, you know, it's a game, and you see, God takes human form. He didn't exempt himself from the law of Dharma, right? He's like, oh, people could do evil things to me and put me on the cross and stuff, but he didn't die, right? I didn't die. He didn't kill me yet. They certainly, you know, had it planned out many times and so on, but here I sit live, at least twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, like you were saying. But I'm here, you see, just to let you know there's nothing to be concerned about. If you have any thoughts or whatever, you know, I'm happy to answer your questions. And you know, someone like Dee Dee and all these other experienced people in here, they're like, guess what? No, this is real. This is my experience. You know, there's so few places where these type of such unique humans that know the truth can literally interact with each other. It's there. There's not going to be another one in your city. You know, obviously, there's so few of us. So it's great. Get into our school forum, you know, all that. We're here for you, okay? Ah, yes, Seth. Yay, Mr. Permaculture out there. Yes. He's been running his, you know, their family has a lovely farm out there and works under the trust, and they're just a wonderful family. And he's just steady with it, you know. And I got a special place in my heart for permaculture. I mean, it's, you know, it's nice if Under the Dome is at least pleasant, you know. It's the newspaper we got a, you know, crap on like the bird in a cage, but it's nice if it's a pleasant cage, and we use some of the fairy magic that they know from living all their lifetimes in here. They help us out, like with permaculture. I did a project with Bill Mollison once back in the 90s, and when I was doing all that alternative building and so on that I did in the 90s, like I lived in an earthship, built earthship, straw bales, blah, blah, blah. And Bill Mollison was one of the inventors of, you know, permaculture. But I got to hang out with him and do a project with him out there in New Mexico. He was heavy drinking Aussie, loud, nice guy. He was like as old as I am now, like in the 90s, maybe a little older. I'm like 61 allegedly, but I'm not that old. I'll explain that once the book gets out. But no, yeah, permaculture, right? What a wonderful family out there. And it's not just like a book permaculture or something. Permaculture relates to specific where you are, what location, what's going on around you, everything. And harmonizing with it and you know, making one thing do two things, make one thing do three things, making, you know, everything work in harmony like that, you know? It's just an acceptance of our situation and a harmonization in that. And, you know, they're working on it out there under the trust, and good for them. It's wonderful. Good to have you here, yes. So that's our admissions thing here with all the hacks and everything. I'll tell you, we're not getting much traction out there on social media. We're getting so blocked out there. If you all put any videos out for us, we appreciate it. We just, you know, even if we're paying for advertising, we can't get the word out. They're just so scared. They're just absolutely, and they should be, you know. The losers should be scared. They are going to lose. It's just if they keep on pulling this nonsense, they're just going to lose faster, which I guess is their goal. The faster they lose, the more time that things will be good before the end of the reset. So I guess that's cool. Anyway, I'm not wasting any time getting this book out. Free holes is the last chapter of the book. Free hole, free method, anywhere. Can't use it. I'm so psyched to be putting this out. Okay, how we doing? Anything else? That's the ambitions. That's our school. We teach people practical things that work that I have already done before, and this works, and so this will work for everyone. Great. That's the only information we have. Other hacks that have maybe worked out sometimes, and this and so on. I don't do that. Well, because why? Well, if you're going to put your time into, you want the outcome. Okay. All right. So, and we're here to help you through those processes, those outcomes, if you need us. So neat to hear those Wallace's stories. Yeah. It was such a crazy group. The Illuminati are such a... I just... right? Oh my God. They have a different way of relating. Because I don't know how much of this I can say. I gotta find a way to say this. I was getting training for a couple of years for this really nice, high level guy with loaded, who taught like internal information and so on, internal martial arts and so on, meditation and all that. He's married, and his wife had the boyfriend, and he had a girlfriend who, let me get this, oh my God. Right. Her boyfriend was one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and so they were over there with Bill Wallace, and his girlfriend was just a super hot, like, young lady, and so they were all living, planning. They had this beautiful piece of property. I mean, impossible to say how beautiful this was in Taos, New Mexico, with a river running through it in the valley and several acres. It was just mind-bogglingly perfect. And they were building several houses there for them to share and so on, like a collective. Anyway, only 33. They don't have the same methodology of relationships, because they're not humans in the same form that we are, right? Like they're either shapeshifters if they're around me, usually all of them, but or right beneath that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And I went out to the land with Bill Wallace and stuff. He loved that land too. Oh my God, Isn't it great when you get to work for the super rich, got the best piece of property ever, that's that. So it was funny. It was right before I got recruited on the team I'm on now by the one that currently has the title, a physical body of having the title. Christ. Yeah. Anyway. But it was a pleasure to meet Bill Wallace, because I was all into that stuff. That was before I knew we were in prison and dome and everything. And I was like, save the world, on peace, love, and, all that nonsense that was supposedly good-hearted stuff. I had a young family and everything. So, but yeah, no, the world doesn't save, it just resets. It's not nothing happening what we've been told, nothing. D. Howard, are you affiliated with PWA? I don't know PWA, I'm sorry. I don't know. That was a while ago. You know what I'm saying? That was in the 90s when I was out there in Taos. And they were all just wonderful people. They treated me well and everything. Obviously, they were, exclusive and everything like that. But and we've known each other for a few years and stuff, doing because we had the same interests, spirituality and they were in the power plays, they were in the power plays on the subtle plays, as Bear Baba calls it. The fairies. Well, I don't know what PWA is, G. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's it. I don't want to sit here and tell stories and stuff like that. I'm going to get over on Patreon and have more of a free-for-all area over there. I'll get the book over there on Patreon, and we'll get it so we can talk about anything for real, not like this. Vir, right? Have you ever looked up Latin? VIR, right? Means husband, man, right? Man, VIR. What is US in Latin? Like USA, right? US and then a symbol of the 33A is a triangle over a triangle. US. US means a plural among people, among something. It's plural. So when you use US at the end, like after VIR, it means an individual human becoming uncountable, becoming unlimited mind. In other words, VIR plus the letters US in Latin means someone with Christ consciousness. Means that that's spreading, actually. You see them saying that only individual with it can spread it. And that's their concern, right? So, but VIR US is practically the whole name of the country, right? USA. So US being plural, being many, right? Many 33. Plural, right? USA. Reality. Yeah, no, I'm nonstop. I lead the spiritual edge, the blade, right? That cutting instrument, right? The razor's edge. Yeah, cuts through everything. Spiritual technology. The truth. The truth. The truth. That's the truth. Go look it up. It's in Latin. That's their concern. And what did I say when they started? They're concerned that what I caught might catch, and it will. It is catching in others. The truth, it's, a problem for them that it gets out of people's experience because they lose jurisdiction power. And eventually they're going to lose all the land. Yeah, they're going to be the ones homeless. Queen Shahada. Queen Shahada. Cool. I'm new to this process. How could someone with disability use trust? You don't have disability. Your person does. Okay? Humans own nothing. Only a corporation can own something, have money, right? A corporation can open a bank account, right? A straw man, a trust, an LLC, a C Corp, a nonprofit. Those things can have bank accounts, can own things, but people can't. People run corporations, but they're not corporations. So your corporation, called the person, has this ability, not you, not you. And so you can operate a trust and do anything with money, right? Because your disability is just money for your person. You should get EBT and all these other side benefits, right? And anybody could get that, right? You could get SS, whatever. You could get, disability for your person. Why not? Just tell them all the answers they want to hear. Get X money a month. Why not? Piece of cake, right? Take some at a time. Right? Get a lawyer. You tell them what they need to hear. Get that Section 8 money monthly. Why not? Right? Hey, get some. Get some. Why not? And then your trust, you don't have to quit working or blah, 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 all that programming BS nonsense. You operate a trust, go serve people, people pay money. It doesn't matter money coming in and out of the trust, no taxes, no reporting period, doesn't matter what you do with the money. It's not action-based, it's structure-based. Never pay taxes, never, 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 no matter what you do with the money in the trust, never. Never fill out a form with the IRS, never again, never. Doesn't matter. Never. You see, that's how your life would change. Good question, Queen. I hope did that explain it? I hope it did. Serge. Masculine endings in Latin is OUS or S. Feminine is, yeah, yeah, a man becoming Christ conscious. That's why, oh, uh, what's her name? What's her name? One of the five perfect masters of Bear Mama said, "Oh, I become a man." Right? Well, I can't remember her name right now. It'll come to me. But that's what she said. I became a man. CVIR, man, husband. You see what I'm saying? You drop the body. You're not the body. You're truth. You see, you're one with Christ. You know the truth. You know everything. I wrote this whole book and had it checked and edited by the current title holder of Christ. Every word, every single word. And let me tell you what, he said no corrections, none. How is that possible that I know all what I wrote down? I honestly, when you read it, how is it possible? Because it's given to you as the Holy Spirit, the angel Gabriel, the messenger, is literally connected to you and telling you this stuff. You can't create thoughts. You're unable to. I'm unable to. They're said to us. We, the individual, us, and the human, right? We're the individual experiencing thoughts and this thing and stuff. We're not creating this. We're the one experiencing, going, oh, should I act on this? Should I act on that? But we're not creating thoughts. No. They're said to us. The bicameral mind, right? 33 are not human. They don't have self-consciousness. They have a tape loop that's set into them. They have their thoughts and reactions set into them. They don't have thoughts. They're not conscious. They're not. They're within a scripted amount of room. They're operating by instinct. They don't have self-consciousness, obviously. They don't have a heart. They don't care about you. They're like an animal. You see, they just care about me. Oh, that's food. I'm going to eat it. They don't care. They don't care. They'll just eat the whole thing. If 10 other animals were standing there, they'll just kill. They'll eat themselves to death, right? The bankers. Who's the wealthiest human? Who's the deadest one of you? How about that? Greed is evil, right? So there's either one thing at play here, right? Either there's a savior, or right, it's moral and ethical to you have to murder all the wealthy elite and give out. They have 99.99999% of everything, so you take that away and give it to the people. That is if you have ethics or morals, or there's a savior. One of the two options. There is no other option for you, for your actions. There's no other option, or go to hell. Period. That's it. Okay. Yes, but it's related to this consciousness thing, Serge, and it's it also has that pluralization issue. You see, and that's what they're naming themselves, USA and so on. So yeah, look into it, Serge. Good, you know some Latin, because that's what they're talking in, right? Didi. I think I saw an older pic of you on there. It must have been in your 20 or 30, maybe. Oh, really? I don't know. Oh, where? TikTok or show? I don't know. I remember thinking that guy looks like maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that is. The permaculture people. Oh, okay. Irish Lord, can you tell us what the new book is called now? Or is it a surprise? It's a surprise. Because I'm not going to divulge anything, because it's just going to create. See, when I went, you know, and did all that work online and so on to show how to get houses for free and so on, when I proved all that, what I realized is those people that, quote, helping me or whatever, that all now stole my work, plagiarized me, all this other crap, and talk shit about me and all that stuff. Even though I provided them with the truth, nothing happened to them, and now they all have hundreds of thousands of money, right? All of them. They still didn't have the heart to do this work and help the homeless. They couldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? It's too much for them. It was overwhelming. But why? Because they didn't have the information I'd have. You see what I'm saying? So of course they could have followed through, because they simply didn't know everything. They had concerns. They had worries. Because they didn't know. They don't innately inside themselves know. And so this book is like, listen, you're not operating from truth because you don't know. You see what I'm saying? So let me just write it down, and there you have it. All the people that read it, they were like, I don't know if this is true. It's like, oh yeah, you don't. So go find out that it's true. There you go. Okay. because without the truth sets us free. And without the truth, you're not going to get set free. That's it. And only someone with the truth can hand out the truth. And someone who, goes and applies the actions to receive the truth. You see what I'm saying? This is a gift that's given to those worthy by their actions. Okay? They did for greed. Exactly. Greed is, you know, cause, it's like, what's more evil than calling a group of people a military superpower? It's like, is there anything more evil that you call people than a military superpower? It's just you got all these guns and you're evil to everyone. That's what that name means. It's like, yeah, or you could be greedy. Those are about the same, right? They're the same. Right. All right. Okay, so listen, get the trust. Time loop's coming soon. You don't want to go to hell again, do you? I mean, it's not gonna be that much fun. I hear. At least you won't be going there. That'd be great. That's where they go. To the moon. Yay, lunatics for wanting to go to the moon again. Who wants to go into hell, right? The moon is the old Earth, right? Anyway, you get my book. It's so the whole system's pretty easy once you know what's going on. It's really simple. What is your point of doing any of this work if you can't use it to help people? That's the way I've been looking at it. Yeah, no, right. And you cannot help anyone until you, by experience, know the truth. You can help no one, right? You can't help anyone until, oh, hey, I did this, I experienced this, and guess what? I can repeat it. I can show you this. I have a video on it. I can tell you about it. I can go do it again. You have to do it. Then you have information to, give to someone else and help them. Otherwise, you don't have any information to help them. You don't have any. You see, you don't have the experience. You wish you did, but you need to go get it. You see, helping people, it only comes from your experience. They're caught in this situation. I see it. I could go, hey, here's how you get out of that situation. It's real easy. Let me just tell you how. And then they go ahead and do it, and they're out of that situation. And that's how you help people. Okay, but you have to do it yourself first. That's the only way. You're not helping anyone. And you have to save your proof that you did it first. If you don't do it, then you're only helping you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because what? You can't help anybody unless you have the proof. You're going to tell them, oh, guess what you can do? And if you don't have the proof, they're going to be like, yeah, well, maybe, whatever. And so you're not helping them. This is the way a helper of people. I did this, and the proof, and you deliver it, you drop it in front of somebody, and you say, this is how you do it. If they say no, then that's their soul, that they're in jeopardy. That's it. Bye-bye. Reincarnate later. And that's not on you. That's on them. We can only provide the information of the choice. We can't make the choice. See, that's on them. Jack, what about probate if someone has passed? What could you do with the trust? Too late. Too late. They should put their stuff into trust first. Too late. What? They're not in this world. And they decided their stuff doesn't matter and whatever. That's it. Done. Unless it's a vacant house, in which case my book will tell you how to go get it for free. So, sorry about that. That's why you see knowledge is power. If you die before you use the knowledge, you didn't use the power. Doesn't apply to you. And so karma's a bitch. Boom. That's it. Reincarnate. Do it again. Your mistake for not following the truth. The truth is out there. It didn't matter to you. You didn't follow it. You didn't go look for it. You did, Christopher Bobby, but that individual you're asking about, they didn't. So this is individual karma related information. Anyone can have this information, this spiritual technology, financial technology. Anyone. We have a school. It's affordable. Anyone can do this. It's not hard. Yeah, it works for everyone. That's why we teach it. All of this works for everyone. You see? So this is choice based. If they choose to have a I don't care about my family, and I'm just gonna, not do any trust work. Hey, that's who they were. You see, and they pay for that karmically. And that's it. So that's why we're always in the search for truth. You know. All right. That's a good session. How we doing? Got all the questions asked and answered. I'd really appreciate it if you put some of this information, the link or whatever, out on your social media. Everything is just super censored right now. It's ridiculous. We really have to topple their kingdom and take it because they're not leaving us no option. Uh, Bad place to be, Alex. Yeah, come on now. Uh, Speaking of Alex, come on now. Alex, been looking at this for a number of years now. Come on. Hey, I'm here for both teams. I am here equally for both teams. And anyone on the 33 can switch over, step over, sign up, and not reincarnate. You could do it. Anyone. I'm telling you, Christ is merciful. Okay, people, it's great to have you. Great thoughts, great question, great interactions. We're really trying to save people. So put this information out for other people, send them our way, and just like you were helped, we will make sure our team helps them like we helped you. Okay? That's really, you have a responsibility when you know the truth. Look at how I take this responsibility very seriously, right? Oh, I have this knowledge. I'm going to teach people in the school. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get a team. I'm going to teach everyone. You know, your life, if you like how I teach you, you like what we're doing here, that's a thing you can apply to your life. Oh, let me show people how I can help them. You save the proof, you do something, you have something to show people. You see what I'm saying? Whatever your field of expertise is, okay? All right. All right, people, doing great with the trust. Thanks for climbing in here with the live. We'll be at it again. Mondays at noon, Thursdays at 7, maybe some in-betweeners, okay? Need it. It changes the world. Yeah, with this book, I am ending homelessness, period. Period. That's it. That's the end of it. It will be, from then on, it will be by choice. You can choose to be homeless or you can choose to be inside. That Jesus saved us from the bankers, and I have the exact technology how, and it's in my book. All right, people, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming. Find out how much God loves you. That's the reason we're playing this game. I know. What did Mayor Mama say? He's like, a parrot flies free in the jungle, right? Doesn't understand the concept of freedom. But if you put a parrot in a cage and then later open that door and let it fly into the jungle, right? That parrot understands freedom. And that's what we're doing here, you see? Once you understand that there's a loving God and you actually experience that and your death is saved, nothing else matters in your life, not one other thing, okay? All right, people. Have a wonderful evening. It's so great to have you here. Alex, thank you. Alex. All right. Alex, get the trust back. Come on now. All right. You can switch teams, dude. It's easy. Sign away as a done deal, man. No more reincarnation. Okay, no more computers and all that stuff. You can give it up. Okay. Find out how much God loves you, everyone. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being on.